We fixed a massive problem for Roblox builders. I've been a builder on Roblox for years, and I absolutely love it. But for me and a lot of the builder community, there is one massive problem. When adding materials onto parts in Roblox Studio, you cannot adjust their transparency. And this is a pretty big issue because it means every newer developer's game looks exactly the same. And that's just the start of it. Having the ability to change the transparency on materials would open up so much creative freedom. And honestly, that alone makes the task of creating this plugin extremely worth it for me. But before I waste possible days, maybe weeks, who knows how long making this plugin with my friend, I need to see if people want it as bad as I think people need it. So I asked. And, whoa. You guys agree. Everyone wants it. Heck, even some of you guys even added your own ideas to make the plugin even more than what I thought it was gonna be. Except this guy. This guy didn't want it. I don't know why, but he is against the idea. One more thing before we get into making this plugin, just in case you're not sure how or why it should or could be used. Currently, a lot of low poly builders use texture packs where they add a texture onto each side of their model. This causes lag, but the main reason they do it instead of materials is because of the transparency sliders. Anyways, let's get into this. The first thing we need to figure out is how this plugin is going to work. And it's not gonna be super easy because material transparency is built in nowhere on Roblox. There's nothing we can use to help us in this goal. But here's my first idea. We could take the Roblox material IDs and put them into textures so you could use all of the Roblox materials as textures, and there you go, you would have a transparency slider. But quickly, I realized this was a horrible idea. The easiest way to get it done, yes, but it kind of brings us back to the first problem we have with using textures in the first place, lag, especially with bigger scale projects. So we need to scratch that idea off the board. So here is idea number 2. What if we use Roblox Material Service to create 10 variations of each Roblox material? Each one of these variations would have a slightly lower opacity, so 90% on this, 80, 70, 60, etc., and that would give you 10 variations of materials and their transparencies. I don't think there's another way we can go about this, so idea number 2 is the way to go. With a basic idea of how this plugin could work, I need to think of how I want the UI for it to look, and I think making it fit the best I can with Roblox's current UI is the best way to go. I don't want some huge thing that sits on your screen while you're trying to work on stuff, so we're just gonna make it another dockable panel. Oh yeah, and that fan's idea from earlier, having the ability to adjust the tiling of your material. We should have a spot for that too. Now we're almost done. We know how this plugin could work, and we know how we want our UI to look, but there is one crucial thing that we're missing. How do we get the Roblox materials as images? The good news, Roblox stores them on our computer. The bad news is they are very small. I mean, like, too small. You can't even put them in an upscaling website because they are too small for the website to even comprehend. So, I went on Twitter, I went on Discord, my group chats everywhere. Guys, does anyone know how I can get the Roblox materials? And we found this Roblox account. Its inventory is literally all of the maps for all of the materials, and we could get the IDs and download them from here. This, however, was extremely tedious, very time consuming, and not a great time. But after spending a bit of time scrolling through the forms, the guides, everything like that on the developer dashboard, the scripter found a spot that just lists all of the materials and their IDs, and that sped up this process quite a bit. With everything done on my end, the idea for the plugin, the UI of how it should look, and the idea of how it should work, I'm gonna pass this project off to Oxford, and I'll just see you guys when he's done. I have no idea what I'm doing with scripting, I just have a lot of ideas. That didn't really make sense. I mean, I have a lot of ideas for games, plugins, and projects, but I don't have the know-how to execute them. All right, guys, Oxford just got back to me. He sent me the link for the plugin, and I have no idea how to explain everything that he did to make this plugin work. All I can say is the idea we had for the material variants is how this plugin does work. To use this plugin, all you have to do is select the material on whatever part you want, just like a Roblox material here. The material variants will automatically be applied, and then you just move these sliders. So if we want a little more transparent, we can step through 1 through 10. And now it's like a very transparent Roblox texture. This would be really nice for lower poly models that don't need the most texture on them, but you're just trying to kind of up it a little bit. And then you also have these studs per tile, which is just another dragger. And luckily, I don't need to know how to explain this because you guys don't have to make it yourself. We're releasing this plugin for 100% free. It'll be the first or second link down below. And if you want to get it, heck yeah, it's free. And I hope it helps you guys as much as I think it will. Oxford has his own YouTube channel as well. That will be linked below too. And if you guys have any ideas for how we should update this plugin or any plugin ideas we should make, let us know in the comments down below. As always, thank you guys so much for the continued support. And if you could drop a like and drop a sub to your boy for more Roblox development content, it's much appreciated. But guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today, and I'll see you in the next one.